Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to BrokeN Boys. This is episode 34. I'm Mike.
I'm Colin.
But I lied to you. And I've been lying to you for a long time now, 34 weeks. Because I'm actually Ed Sheeran of British fame. I'm in love with the shape of you.
And I'm trying not to touch anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am a Blurryface from 21 Pilots fame.
Mm.
And my hands are painted black and my neck is also painted black.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And you like the song Painted Black by... Who's that by?
Rolling Stones.
But yeah, Painted Black by the Rolling Stones. But yeah. Here we are on our spooky episode. I'm very terrifying.
Ed Sheeran does make scarily bad music. So.
Scarily mediocre music, I would say. Although, if we're talking as of the last few years, yes, scarily bad music.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't remember if I mentioned it on here. I think I have a couple times. But this year alone, I've never gotten a thing before saying, you look like Ed Sheeran. And then this year I've gotten it 3 separate times from 3 very separate people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And I don't know. I guess I just developed into it, so I thought it'd be funny if I leaned into the bit.
Yeah.
Even though I cut my hair and it doesn't look as close, but I mean, I think it still looks pretty close. It looks weird when I look in the mirror, like... I'm not used to the glasses.
It's weird seeing with glasses.
The flannel's also new for me, but honestly, I wore it to school today, and I am digging it. I think I'm a flannel boy now.
Flannels are super nice.
Yeah.
And I dressed as Blurryface because it was easy. And I like it looks cool. So
you wanted to copy my 2015 Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
6 years ago.
Fun fact. If you guys know me of Plaintive fame, Plaintive Piano at the time, I recorded the original medley that has 600,000 views.
Suck your own dick, man.
Yeah.
Ew.
Anyways, I don't know why I fucking did that.
I don't either.
Anyways, Halloween of 2015 is when I recorded the medley.
I can't touch myself. This doesn't come off. It's
fine. Yeah, your paint works way better than mine. Also, if you know, I did the paint for that medley and it came off on the piano. Thankfully washed off as well. I had a heart attack throughout that entire thing. But yeah, and then I just proceeded to go out trick-or-treating as Blurryface. And I remember I used an old pillowcase because the shit got everywhere. And I was like, okay.
But that paint did lead to a awful lot of funny comments on that video. So
it did. Also, it led to kind of a lot of deep ones, too.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Like, people were saying stuff like, oh my god, the pink and, like, since, like, Blurryface represents, like, Tyler's insecurities or whatever, like, insecure about what he makes with his hands and what he sings with his voice. And people were saying, like, oh, well, it's almost like I'm rubbing my insecurities off through music or something like that. Like on the piano, I was like, oh, that's really sick, and I'm not that smart.
Completely
to think
unintentional.
But I
very
didn't even
cool.
know it was gonna spread. But I think that's one of the first times I like thought about. I'm like, I bet a lot of artists just do random shit and then people make the meanings for them. Yeah. I'm like, I just kind of experienced that myself, didn't I?
I'm sure Tyler wasn't thinking about a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then he saw some comments. He's like, "Okay, yeah, that's
we'll do that.
We'll do that."
Yeah, he definitely thinks of some things, but yeah, there's probably But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I thought that was cool.
This is our Halloween episode.
Yes, so, I probably should have mentioned that. Halloween is kind of in an awkward spot for us because if we were when we're doing this right now, it kind of feels a little too soon.
Yeah.
But if we were to do it a week later, it would come out the day after Halloween, which I feel is extremely dated right off the bat.
Yeah.
Like Halloween's one of those. It's kind of like one of the only holidays I would say where it just like there's a big lead up to it and then just it's done right afterwards. Like no mention of it after.
Straight to Christmas, baby.
Yeah, except for Halloween candy. That's the only thing that sticks around. But yeah, maybe that's why, because then Thanksgiving right after that, and then Christmas is just people change the moods real quick.
Yeah, but people don't even care about Thanksgiving. It's just straight into Christmas after Halloween.
But like, Thanksgiving has it.
I mean, Thanksgiving gets some, you know, it gets some nod because the food's great, but like people care about Christmas more. So.
True.
And I get it. I love Christmas. But
I'm just gonna do this so that way there's less glare from my glasses. We both got glasses this time.
Mine don't have glare though because they're real. So.
Wow. Okay. Mr. Real Glasses.
Mr. Bad Eyesight.
But yeah, this. So we're deciding to do it early rather than late, just to I guess avoid the awkward day.
Yeah.
And so you guys can get into the spooky season with us.
Ooh.
Yeah, happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
I hope you enjoyed the little remix and the intro as well.
Yeah.
I whipped that up last night. I thought it was kind of fun.
It's very fun. I liked it. Yeah, I'm excited for Halloween. Got a party we're going to.
Which I need to ask Vince, like, all the details about that, because he hasn't mentioned that in weeks.
He didn't even tell me about it. So.
I know, yeah.
What a...
It's the second time.
What a considerate friend, you know?
I know, yeah.
I thought he was cool.
Well, that's where your first mistake was. The man likes Attack on Titan.
That is true.
Sorry, I shouldn't expose him.
Yeah, but you do too, so...
And, I'm Ed Sheeran. Hello! Hello! I'm Ed Sheeran!
Yeah, we had a funny bit yesterday during lunch when we were going over the logistics of what we were gonna do for the episode. I was like, you should just open the podcast going, hello, I'm Ed Sheeran, and then it devolved into Ed the house elf from Harry Potter.
Dobby, you mean?
Yeah, well, yeah. But it was...
Oh, you're saying like, okay,
yeah.
Ed as a house elf.
Yeah, Ed as a house elf. And it was like, Master has given Ed a guitar.
Dude, I could not stop.
It was very...
Oh my god, yeah. I really wish we did that on
I
the
really
podcast,
wish I did
too. It's okay.
I was mad at myself afterwards for not having done that on the pod itself, but
we need to be less funny around each other until we come onto the podcast.
We need to not talk to each other until Friday. So
just get it all out in an hour.
We can get lunch together, but we can't talk to each other.
Yeah, it's like, hello, fuck. Shit,
oh, fuck.
Ed Sheeran, fuck. But, yeah.
Yeah. So, what happened this week, Mike?
Well, calm down from the concert.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we kind of covered that because we recorded on Saturday last time.
Right.
Edited the podcast throughout the weekend. There's like, the fuck is on these glasses? Okay, whatever. They're not real.
What?
Sorry.
You're ruining the illusion.
My bad. The guitar's real.
Nice.
G major chord. Anyways.
Play The Shape of You.
Dun, 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 dun. Fuck. Dun,
Fuck.
Oh shit, how do you do an F chord?
I don't know.
Oh. There it is. Dun, 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 dun. The club is in the best place. Final lover so
okay, I was joking, Mike.
Bar. Where I go? Okay. I'm in love with your body. Anyways, my week. I feel like extra ADHD today. I don't know why. I'm having too much.
Because we're all dressed up and having fun. I guess so.
Yeah, I'm having too much fun on the podcast. My bad, guys. Get back to music. No, I'm just kidding. My week. My week was fine.
Nice.
It was pretty relaxing. I mean, but it's kind of the calm before the storm. Because I got a little wake up call last night when my band director's like, we have like 4 academic weeks left before the end of the semester. I'm like, shit. Yeah. I have like a million projects and like long-term things that are going to be due within the next coming weeks. And a lot of them I haven't barely started on. I'm like, so yeah, I'm a little I'm relaxing for now. I'm vibing. Yeah. How about you?
It's been an okay week, like you said, coming down from the concert. Working on my group speech for my comm class. Our teacher's out for the week because something bad happened, and she just like it's the week before the speech, and we were like, oh fuck, because she said she would answer our questions if we sent her something when she could, but like we still feel weird about sending her something while she's out with like a family matter, and it's like, fuck. And then I was like, okay, you know what, we'll be fine as long as you don't go first. And then on Wednesday she sent out an email with the order of people, with the order of the groups going, and we're first on the first day, so just
why else? Why not?
That's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. Otherwise it's been okay, nothing too crazy. What was I gonna say? I went to the record store by campus, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy anything, I'm just gonna look around. But I was like, you know what? But if I see that Finneas record, I might have to buy it. And I was looking through they have like a section with like new stuff, like new CDs they got in and new vinyl they got in. And I was like, oh, they don't have it. Okay. And then I looked to my right and I see it on the wall. I'm like, fuck.
Just had to look.
Just had to look. So I bought Optimist on CD, and I got back to the dorm. I opened it up, and lo and behold, there's a little signed insert thing that he signed. I'm like, ooh, cool. But yeah, that was cool. Just gotta support all the O'Connells, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. I forget that's her last name all the time.
Yeah, Finneas O'Connell, Billie Eilish O'Connell.
Like Billy Baird Pirate O'Connell or something like that.
She has a lot of names, and then Finneas is just Finneas.
no last name even.
Just Finneas in all cap, but
with no cap.
No cap, it's Finneas.
Yeah.
Ew.
Go with the kids.
But yeah, other than that, it's been a pretty slow week. Nothing too crazy. I watched Halloween Kills, the new Halloween movie.
Oh. How was that?
It was good. I mean, the acting was pretty bad, but the action and the gore was pretty good. Saw Michael Myers kill a couple of people.
I would hope so.
Yeah, quite a few actually. It was kind of crazy how many people he killed. And these new Halloween movies are pretty fucking brutal.
Are they really?
Yeah, like he's awful, but I like the Halloween movies. The original Halloween is one of my favorite horror movies. So yeah, I love those movies. Do you like horror movies at all?
Horror movies are like ones that I feel like I haven't really. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of movies, but the horror genre in particular, I just like haven't seen a lot of, and I kind of want to. I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't really like cheesy horror movies. Like even just as like a fun thing, I'd probably just be like, I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't really be my thing. So like I only kind of watch them if I think it's gonna be good. Okay. If that makes sense. That's kind of an elitist way of thinking, I know, but I don't know. But like, so like I want to see ones like Insidious or The Conjuring, which I hear both of those are really good. Yeah. And I've seen like the recent It movies, and I like those. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not really. It's not like I'm against horror. I just haven't seen a lot of it. I'm not even really that like super scared of it. Like I'm not like I'm not like Vince. I'm just gonna continue roasting him throughout this podcast.
Fucking wrecking Vince. It's okay. He'll never hear it. Got him.
If he ever hears this, he's gonna come over here and beat me
Yeah.
up.
We love you, Vince. It's just like, spend more time with us.
Yeah, why you gotta, like, focus on your career?
Focus on your career and your school.
Successful engineer, okay. But yeah, no, it's not like I'm, like, scared of them either. Like, I mean, like, I do get fearful when watching them. It's not like, oh my god, I really don't want to watch that or something like that. It's just, I don't know. I don't really know what mood to watch them in either, unless it's, like, near Halloween. I feel like it's the only time I'm like, oh, okay, I can go for something kind of spooky.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Some of my favorites, like I said, Halloween. I love Scream.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good one. It's got Matthew Lillard, who played Shaggy.
Really? He's in Scream?
Yeah, oh. He's in Scream. I like the original Nightmare on Elm Street. That's a goofy one, but it's...
Who's in that? It's
Johnny
Robert...
Depp.
Johnny Depp's in that, okay.
Yeah, Johnny Depp's in that. That was one of his first, I think. But that's I think it's goofy, but I think it's a good one to watch. You might like that one. But like, other than like horror stuff, I like Halloween Town, which is like a Disney Halloween movie.
Super spooky.
Oh yeah, super fucking scary. Hocus Pocus, another Disney one. I love Beetlejuice. Yeah, I love Halloween. It used to be my favorite, but then I realized that Christmas was better, so...
Yeah, Halloween it kind of loses its little thing once you're older and you're not participating in it as much.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's still fun to dress up. But
oh, yeah, for sure.
You don't get to trick-or-treat and you have to buy your own candy, and it's like, ugh.
I don't even remember the last time I dressed up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yeah. I mean, I might have been, like, freshman year or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you positive?
I think so.
Why are you smiling at me like that? When did you dress up, Mike?
Alright, I dress up sometimes for nightly activities. Other than that, though. Anyways.
Yeah. That's for our other podcast.
Yeah. We don't promote that one here.
Bony Boys.
With a capital N. Anyways.
All right. So 2 albums came out last week.
Yeah. Having too much fun.
Well, actually, before we get to those, Matt Watson dropped a new song today.
Oh, did he?
It's called Monopoly. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
He released a song in the summer called Bored, which was okay. It wasn't as good as his EP, but like this one, it feels like a return to form a little bit. I like it. It's still funny, but it feels better than the last one. But,
yeah. And The Weeknd also dropped a song today, but it was like a, I don't know if it was a remix version or if it was like an official version. Hold on, let me check. The Weeknd. Okay, it looks like it's like, I guess it's the original song, but it's like produced by Swedish House Mafia. I listened to it this morning. I thought it was fine. I kind of just forgot about it. But I mean, other news. I don't know. I don't think I'm digging this sound and his last single, which was "Take My Breath." I thought they were all right.
Okay.
Not digging them as much as After Hours, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get into the vibe.
Yeah, you have to.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to stay a fan of The Weeknd, you gotta like whatever he puts out.
Are you gonna go into album?
No, you can. I know you had a note about something else.
Yeah. I just had a little note. Oh God, it's so bright. Another thing, I noticed this earlier this week, because I've been, shameless plug, you can check it out in the description, but I've been doing a lot of stuff on Album of the Year, which is a website that's just, it's a bunch of users rating albums. It also has critic scores on there. I've just been having some fun, doing stuff like that. And I did all the Imagine Dragons albums, and I was looking through like their singles, and I was like, oh yeah, all these have like really bad scores, and then like one of them didn't, and I was like, what? And it was like a remix version of Follow You that came out sometime during the summer. I think it's called like Summer 21 version.
Okay.
And I was like, interesting how this one has, you know, higher reviews than like everything else.
Yeah.
At least like in like this era. And I checked it out. Honestly, yeah, I was like, wait, what the fuck? I mean, I think I remember when they released it, but I didn't really listen to it because I'm like, I mean, Follow You's an okay song. I don't really, whatever. But it actually had like interesting production on it. It kind of reminded me of like a little bit of like the OK Human album a bit.
Oh.
And like it had like attention to detail. Like the second verse just had like some strings like coming in all nice, and I was like, what the hell?
Nice.
And then like they were doing some cool things like where like the chorus like didn't hit you right away. It was like, I will follow you, right? Like that. Like there was like actual detail and care put into the production. I'm like, where the hell is this been? And
Did somebody else produce it?
It must have been. I can check and see because I think they're usually produced by Alex the Kid or something like that. And I know they had Rick Rubin for this last album, which helped a little bit.
Right.
Where is this one? Follow You Summer 21 version. Let's see credits. Yeah, it looks like
Brandon Darner.
I think it was produced by a different person. Let's see.
Huh.
Brandon Darner. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Brandon Darner, you did a darn good job. I gotta say. And I really hope they keep going with that kind of style because I was like, in like my little review I did for, I was like, this gives me hope that we can still get another good Imagine Dragons album, like actually good,
right.
Rather than like this is better than the last.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It was enough where I was like, okay, I kind of want to mention that it's you know, it's really good for them, and I'm glad to see them still doing something like that. And I hope that's where Mercury Act 2 goes.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I like Mercury Act 1.
I think it's fine, but it's definitely like I remember reviewing it, and I think I even on Album of the Year I have it as just like a 50 out of 100 because I do feel like I like about as much of it as I dislike. So
yeah, it's very middle of the road.
I would like to be more on the like side. And if it's like that version right there, we can get there.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I'll have to look that up.
No, it's actually it's really nice.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool.
Alrighty.
Anything else? Music
singles wise?
Not just singles, but like
news wise.
Yeah.
We talked about Silk Sonic, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was last week.
Still no word from Half Alive.
Yeah, right.
Which is very odd.
I don't know how, but they found me as a going on tour.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to go to that, but I don't want to spend more money.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm like, I can only do so many concerts at a time, and we're already seeing Nothing But Thieves around that time. So
yeah, and I know the Weeknd just canceled his world tour.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, I mean he's waiting to do it till next summer, but like he was supposed to start tour, but he's like, there's some stuff that I want to do that requires less constrictions, and it's like, okay, all right, buddy.
Start kissing everyone in the audience.
I'm gonna spit on all of you.
Yeah, let you know your place.
Spit on you for not getting me into the Grammys.
Yeah, it's your fault. Oh, I guess that's one thing. Bo Burnham was
oh yeah, fuck. That's so stupid.
The Grammys with their first bit of controversy, because I'm sure this won't be the only thing they do before next. What do they do that in like February or something? Mm-hmm. They basically disqualified or rejected most of Bo Burnham's material because it wasn't like stand up.
Yeah.
Even though it definitely is comedy, and Fantano made a good video on it where I'm pretty sure it was in that video where he pointed out like they say this yet they still nominate things like Weird Al, which that's not stand up. Nope. But it's a comedy album. And so like, he got like one nomination for something, but like they rejected most of him in the other comedy categories, which is, you know, it sucks because I mean he definitely would have gotten some, I think, because he was pushing boundaries so much this last year with Inside. Yeah, and he definitely deserves it too.
I guess the Grammys is just scared to fucking you know, like tackle those kind of subjects that he tackled.
Maybe, that's also possible.
I don't know. That's something like that. I know he won an award I forget what it was, and his acceptance video was just him coming out of the dark, kissing the camera.
Just thank you. Thank you. I've seen that video.
It's so good.
Yeah.
But I don't. Maybe they're scared of him doing that too.
Maybe don't want that on their stage.
Don't kiss our camera, Bo.
But yeah, no, that's bullshit. And honestly, I would probably even argue that I think the music of Inside is better than the comedy of it. Yeah. Anyways, I mean, the comedy is great at points, but the music is top tier, like the best he's ever made. Mm-hmm. So,
Grammys, they're known for fucking up.
Yep.
So they picked Macklemore over Kendrick and Kanye. Jesus Christ, they snubbed The Weeknd last year.
That one still blows my mind. Yeah. Like something like Bo, or maybe even Kendrick, even though like that was a huge album at the time. That was I think it was Good Kid, Mad City that got snubbed. No. Yeah, because Macklemore's The Heist was like 2013. That is not I've never listened to it, but I can guarantee you that's not a Grammy album. God, but things like that. It's like, okay, I guess they're kind of smaller. I can see the oversight or whatever, even if it is still bullshit, and it shouldn't be happening with one of the biggest music awards ever.
Yeah.
But the Weeknd one still blows my mind. Like, I mean, that was like a literal intentional snub. Like, and everyone knows it.
Yeah. Everybody listened to that album. Everybody listened to Blinding Lights a million times.
Yeah.
Like,
he was the biggest artist of last year. Like, guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everyone listened to Blinding Lights, and basically everyone liked it too.
Yeah,
like it's like it was a big pop song that people actually liked.
Yeah, it's so fucking good. But, that sucks.
Yeah. Other than that, though, I don't think there's anything else.
Yeah. Oh, they also fucked up with not giving Phoebe a fucking Grammy.
Oh, that too. Yeah. At least she was nominated, though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know, but she deserves a Grammy for Punisher.
For sure.
All right. Do you want to talk about Finneas or Mac first?
I have more to say about Mac, so I mean, if we want to do Finneas as a little interlude, I guess.
All right. Okay. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
I guess I can go first.
Oh.
So I'll spoil it at the moment. I'm not like as passionate about it as you are. I think it's fine. I was listening to it again on the way here, and I was like, yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I don't know, it's just not really a sound that connects with me as much, but it's definitely solid. I enjoy him being a bit adventurous with some stuff too, like subject matters, and the 90s has like a hyperpop fusion on it, which I was like, wasn't expecting that, but it was pretty good. And I think there are great moments on there, but as a whole, I'm just like, it's alright. Okay. Not really my thing personally.
What are your favorites off?
Let me look at the track list again.
I wrote down my favorites for Faces too, so if you wanna.
Oh, alright, I'll have that pulled up. I did like the concert 6 months from now. The Kids Are Dying, or All Dying, I thought was okay. The 90s I enjoyed. This last time I was liking Love Is Pain quite a bit. That was a pretty hard-hitting one. And then What They'll Say About Us and How It Ends, if I remember correctly. I think those two I was into quite a bit as well.
Cool.
But I didn't get to those coming home today. But I remember liking them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like this album quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it sounds really nice. I like his production a lot, obviously, because he produces Billy's music as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot, I like his voice is very nice. I like his voice, and this is the first work that it's just Finneas that I've listened to. I haven't before this. I hadn't listened to any of his solo stuff at all, and it was just like, oh, this is coming out. I'll listen to it. And I checked it out, and I ended up really enjoying it. And there's a lot of songs I was like, ooh, yeah. Like you mentioned the 90s. I liked that a lot. The hyperpop thing was really cool. And like, I like the way he tackles some stuff. Like in The Kids Are All Dying, he sings about how the internet is bad and stuff like that, and how could you be singing about this stuff when there's like kids on lockdown at schools and stuff like that. And then like towards the end of the song, he's like, no, I don't know why I'm saying this because I'm whiter than the ivory on these keys.
I missed that lyric.
And it's like, and I, he's self-aware, and I like that a lot. I told you this, and I don't know if you noticed it, but the third song, I think I forget what it's called, but it sounds a lot like Billy Bossa Nova. Happy Now. Yeah. It has that same kind of like, and like it does, like Billy Bossa Nova does, like kind of like groovy kind of sound.
And not to interrupt you, but I also noticed in this other listen, A Concert 6 Months From Now, that like moment where it kind of like explodes, reminded me a lot of Happier Than Ever, like the song, but a little less impactful. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
but yeah, just add on.
Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, I like him a lot. He's he's also kind of really funny. Yeah, I follow him on TikTok, and he kind of he stitches these random videos. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of his stuff too.
He's very funny. I think I said my faves are songs 1 through 6. So from the Concert 6 months from now to I think it was Love Is Pain. But yeah, there's the second half isn't as good as the first half in my opinion, but I still like it a lot. Yeah, like the second half has Medieval on it, and I like that one a bit, and the last 2 songs that you mentioned, I like those as well. So yeah, I like Optimist a lot. I rated it a 7.5 to an 8 for myself.
Nice.
Yeah. So Faces.
Cool. Faces, yeah, this isn't really a new album.
No.
Technically. But it's new to us.
Yes.
I didn't even really know this existed, and then there was news that it was coming out, and then John was telling us, he's like, oh, yeah, that's been out for, like, a long time. That's, like, known as one of the best mixtapes of all time. I was like, what the hell? I've never heard of this. But, yeah, no, I mean, I listened to it. I liked it quite a bit. It's long, so I don't remember a lot of these like specifically.
Right.
But no, I do really like the instrumentation on like this album like a lot. It's like pretty jazzy, very sample based, but like they all sound great. Like, and he sounds great over top of them. It kind of reminded me of Blue World off Circles.
Yeah.
But just like that kind of vibe stretched throughout the whole album, which I love a lot because Blue World's one of my favorite songs on there, and honestly probably it'd be in like my top 20 ever, I think. It's a good ass song. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed listening to it.
This is a very morbid album.
Yeah, it's dark.
A lot of the lyrics are like, I should have been dead by now. I wonder when I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die soon.
I'm gonna die of an overdose.
Yeah,
because at one point I was like, oh god.
It's a very druggy album.
Yeah,
and like he was on a lot of shit, and it's like, God, this is so fucking sad.
It is.
He was taken way too fucking soon, and I know I've mentioned this. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this on the podcast, but like I really wish that I could have gotten into him before he would have passed, because like, oh my God, it's tragic even after he died getting into him, but like it just sucks.
Yeah.
Like he deserved better.
For sure.
It sucks. But this album's very good.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with that.
I said it's not as good as Swimming or Circles, but I still like it a lot. It's kind of different from either one of those by quite a bit, but like you said, it's kind of reminiscent of Blue World and that kind of stuff. It's super long, like you mentioned as well. John earlier this week was like, yeah, it was Donda before Donda, because it's an hour and a half long.
Honestly, not a bad comparison.
Yeah, but I'd rather listen to this whole album than the whole of Donda. So
yeah, if we're including part 2s for sure.
Oh God, yeah. So the production is great. I liked it on Thumbelina a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I also said the features are really good. He has a lot of features on here. He's got Earl Sweatshirt, Rick Ross.
Earl Sweatshirt again.
Vince Staples. Like, this has so many fucking features, and they were all good.
Schoolboy Q as well.
Yeah, Schoolboy Q was kind of funny. That song.
Miller Mac.
I listened to that first time, I was like, what the fuck? Then I was like, ooh. Like
it kind of works.
Yeah.
It's like something about that mixed with like Mac's vocals a bit. Miller Mac. The really airy mixed with Miller Mac. It works well, yeah.
There's definitely a lot more rap heavy than Circles was, and like I liked his singing on Circles a lot, and he has a good singing voice, but it does, like we've mentioned before, I said when we were first listening to Circles that he sounds like he sings with a bunch of marbles in his mouth. And it still comes across here, but the rapping's a little different.
Yeah.
you don't focus on that as much. But yeah, this album's really, really good.
For me, it's kind of hard to remember a lot of these, to be honest with you. I definitely need more listens in order to pick out like tracks like, oh yeah, I like that one, I like that. Diablo is one that stuck out to me a lot though. It did on both listens so far. I really love the beat on that track, and he rides it so goddamn well. And I do really like the bonus track that came out as well. Honestly, that's like one of my favorites, and to think that wasn't even like on the album itself, I was like, oh, really? Wow. And it works kind of well as like an ending song too. It kind of has that vibe to it, even though Grand Finale does as well. But that's a really good one. And earlier today, Colors and Shapes was hitting me. I think it's because today felt like very much like a fall day. I was wearing a flannel, walking around campus, listening to that. It was a vibe. I was like, wow. I don't know what that was, but I am really connecting with this like instrumental right now. But like most of this is pretty good. I mean, some of the stuff in the middle does feel a little filler to me, and it definitely feels like a very long album. But I enjoy listening to it though.
I mean, there was one, I think my first listen to, where I got like 3/4 of the way through, and I was like, I probably have a while to go, and then I looked and I was like, oh, I only have that much. It's like it didn't feel like it went by that fast. But I thought I had a lot more. And I was like, wow, where am I? But yeah, it does feel like a lot of filler. A lot of the stuff I can't super remember, but I do have a few favorites. I like Angel Dust a lot. That one was fun, but it has. Oh, okay. I don't want to say it's 2 million listens, I guess, but Funeral was good. It comes after Wedding and this Happy Birthday, Wedding, and Funeral. I like that kind of trilogy. That's pretty cool. Diablo, like you mentioned, that one was fucking sick. I like that one a lot. Colors and Shapes. That was the first like single dropped. And I liked it from when I listened to it, but like in context with the album, it's really cool. And then that's just such a fucking good track. And I'm so surprised that it wasn't on the original. I saw a clip of Fantano reacting to it, and he was like, a bonus track? This is a bonus track? This is really good for a bonus track.
No, that's accurate. For a bonus track, that's very good. It feels like we were saying, it feels like a main album track.
And, I know Fantano hasn't been a fan of Mac in the past, but especially with swimming. But I know he loves Circles, and I feel like that really turned him around on Mac.
This album actually made his top 200 of the decade, though.
Oh, really? Okay.
But it was the only one on there that he gave a 6. And when like questioned about that, he was like, I give that a 6. He was like, I thought I gave that like a high 7 or something. And because of that, a lot of people are like, do a Redux review, which I kind of hope he does in the next couple days, but it's already been a week, so I don't know. But I'd love to see a Redux with him, talking about this and the bonus track and all that.
I said at the moment I have it as a 7.5.
I'd probably give it something around there as well. Like, I mean, it all sounds really great. It's just long and all blends together for me. So,
what's good is very, very good, and like the rest is just kind of feels like background noise a little bit.
Yeah, but not in a bad
no,
way.
No.
It's
No, it all sounds really good. It's just like the stuff that sticks out really sticks out.
Yeah,
and it's like I don't know. It's a very good album, and I miss Mac, even though I wasn't a fan of him before he passed. So.
Yeah, every time I listen to good music from him, I feel bad.
Yeah,
because I'm like, oh.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just go back and watch Fantano's review of or his listen through of Good News for the first time.
Yeah,
where he just fucking sobs.
Yeah,
and it's like, goddamn, like he hated swimming, but even that made him cry. It's like, goddamn.
Good News is one of the most depressing songs.
Yeah,
I've ever
really is. But it's so good.
It's so good. But goddamn, it's fucking sad.
Yeah.
But no, I watch that every now and then too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
pretty good.
So some good couple albums came out on the same day. So.
Yeah, and I'll probably give Faces a few more listens, and maybe I'll give the Finneas one another shot too, see if my opinion gets swayed. But yeah,
I mean, hey, it doesn't matter if it doesn't click with you. It's all good. But I really liked both of them. I liked both of them pretty equally. Yeah, I feel like.
Yeah, that's true. You gave them a very similar score.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. Yeah, both very, very good, good and talented artists. One taken way too soon. So. Yep.
Yeah. And like you're saying, it's okay if we don't always agree on everything. I mean,
we agree on most things. But.
Yeah, I was straight up telling you last night because we went to a new place to get some dinner, and I was just listening to my favorites of the year playlist so far, and a Black Midi song came on that I was like jamming out to, and you're just over there like, and I was like, a lot of the stuff that like I definitely want you to check out, but this one it's like. You maybe you would like it, but like I kind of doubt it.
I tried it once. I didn't.
I don't know if it's quite for you. Yeah.
I mean, I liked the song. It was good, but like it's it's towards that noisy side where I'm kind of like, okay,
it's out there. It's like noisy jazz.
Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely not as noisy or as weird as like Death Grips or Clipping.
That's true.
Yeah. I like Clipping, but the next album review we do will be Silk Sonic, so
get ready. Get a surprise job.
Yeah, we'll see. Half Alive, we're looking at you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Also Rex.
Yeah, I forgot about Rex.
Right? Yeah, like earlier this year he was like, I got a new album.
Hello everyone.
I got a new album dropping at some point.
This song's called Best Friend.
I drop some albums, guys.
Yeah.
There's already a lot of music this year, but like, nothing wrong with more.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you want to get, I'm pretty sure Silk Sonic is dropping in November just because they want those Grammys.
Yeah. Isn't that like one of the last Grammy?
Yeah, they got to drop before like December or something.
Yeah, because I know that's kind of like why, I don't know, I watch a lot of music channels and a lot of them do their end of year content like in December, not only because it's the end of the year, but also because not a lot of people drop albums because it can't be nominated for anything. But I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I'd love to get a couple drops in November. Flesh out the year. I mean, this year already has a whole bunch of good shit. Like my end of the year playlist is like way longer than last year and the one before. I only started ranking albums last year, but this one's like twice the size of it already. Like there's a lot of good shit that came out this year, and I'm so satisfied with it so far.
We're already getting Silk Sonic and Adele in November, so
that's right. I forgot about the Adele one too.
Listen to Adele. Haven't listened to a whole Adele album before, but I'll definitely give this one a listen. Where are we at time wise, Mike?
Let's see.
I feel like we're kind of early here. Oop, next one over.
Oh, I was really scared. I thought we
had a lot of time left.
Yeah, I mean, this is usually when we would transition into Song of the Week.
Back in the olden days.
Back in our days of not going to an hour 15.
back in our back in our home life days, before we moved.
Yeah, home life.
Home life.
And yeah, also, if you guys did watch last week's episode, that was 2 hours of content right there.
Yeah.
It turned out to be 2 hours.
I hope you liked the clips, though, for who saw them.
The clips were fun.
Those were very fun to watch.
Yeah.
And to make. They were.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll like I said during that one, maybe we'll do it for Nothing But Thieves if Mike wants to edit again. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with that.
We'll have a week to do that one. It's on a Sunday.
That's true.
It was a little time crunch this time. Hey, at least it wasn't a Friday. But yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do Song of the Week now, or do you want to talk for a little bit more?
We can do Song of the Week and see what we're doing time-wise, because I don't really have...
Yeah, I don't really have anything.
Cool. Well, you are first this week, though. So kind, sir.
I want to do something from the Finneas album.
Not from the Ed Sheeran album?
No, never.
Wait, Ed Sheeran also has an album coming out this year.
Does he?
I think so.
Yeah.
Right to my face.
Right to my face.
Right to my fucking face.
Inconsiderate asshole.
Yeah. You know what? You don't look perfect tonight.
You never look perfect, Ed. Mike, you look cute all the time.
Anyways, yeah, from the Finneas album.
Pull the track list back up again.
Oh, okay. We are thinking on the fly here, although I will also be doing the same thing.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with The Kids Are All Dying.
All right, sounds good.
Kids Are All Dying by Finneas.
The Kids Are All Dying doesn't sound good, just for clarification, but the song choice sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what it's about, so.
Okay.
How can you sing about love when the kids are all dying?
All right. Kids are all dying.
They are all dead.
Present tense.
Yeah. I like that song a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was one of the highlights from when I listened to it as well.
And you caught that Ivory line.
Mm-hmm. This time I did. Yeah. I wasn't listening to the lyrics at that point. I was like, oh, he has a nice singing voice here. He doesn't really go into that falsetto as much as I'd like him to. He sounds good up there.
He does. I mean, I like his voice either way.
I mean, I do too.
Yeah, well, I'm just,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like that song a lot. I think it's a very fun one. It's a very, he understands what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's not just like talking out of his ass.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the kids are all dying.
Yeah,
good one.
I mean, the title kind of fits the Halloween theme.
Yeah, kind of. It's very scary.
Yeah, it's a scary truth. It's a scary reality.
It is. It's fucked. I hate America. Let's go.
Yeah, so for me, since we're doing Halloween, I kind of wanted to celebrate the theme of it a little bit. Spooky. Ooh. And one of my favorite things, I mean, there's only been 1 year that they've both been out, but I'm probably going to make this a tradition, is on Halloween listening to Clipping. They have a kind of like a double album experience of There Existed an Addiction to Blood and then Visions of Bodies Being Burned, which are basically like 2 albums where they are basing the stuff off horror tropes and horror stories and stuff like that. And I was trying to figure out if I wanted to go more experimental or do one of the more accessible ones. And I'm feeling nice on you guys today, so I'm going to do one of the more accessible ones. But still has the spooky vibes to it. So I'm going to go with Say the Name by Clipping.
Name. Okay.
Visions of bodies being burned, candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned, candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned.
All right.
Say the name. Say it.
Candyman.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just thinking about it. Yeah, it's also relevant because, I mean, I guess, didn't the movie come out like a month ago?
Yeah.
It was like a month too early. What the hell were they doing?
It was. I mean, that's what like horror movies do, though. They like come out from just September to October. Huh. But then like...
I guess that's true. Then they can like rake in more money throughout the month, I guess. I don't know.
But, like, the next Scream movie is also coming out in February, so that's weird.
That's very weird.
But it looks good, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, that song's good.
Yeah, no, I love that song. The lyrics are, you know, a little spooky, talk about the Candyman. Got some, I remember when this was one of the albums we listened to in like a little like 3 album span in one night. And I remember you were like kind of like a little like grossed out, at least to like enough to type it to me. The one lyric about Swiss cheesed brother already, half dead, brain leaking out a hole in his forehead or whatever. Yeah. And you were like, ooh, spooky. Yeah, there's great lyrics throughout, and then the fucking build at the end of it in headphones. That shit sounds so good. For some reason, some of like the lower end just like wasn't coming through. I guess this speaker just kind of dies once there's a lot of high end, but you know, with headphones, that song sounds fucking amazing. That little ending section.
Yeah, but, I mean, this album was like my introduction to clipping, though. Yeah. So it was my first time like listening to a whole project by them.
Is that the only time as well?
Pretty much, yeah. I do need to listen to more of them. Yeah. But like, it was a very interesting experience, especially after. Did we listen to this one second?
I think we did this one first, actually.
Did we do this one first?
Yeah.
Yeah, listening to this and then having the knowledge that we were going to be listening to I Don't Know How and Nothing But Thieves right afterwards, I was like, all right.
It was a very, very different tone change. Yeah. I remember I even offered, I was like, hey, you don't have to listen to this one. You're like, no, I'm going to. And I'm like, okay.
I mean, I wasn't going to say no to a 3-album listening party.
That's true. There wasn't 18 minutes of a piano burning on this one either, so. But... yeah, I remember even because like I know we did this one first because we did like periodic like times to stop in and just like check like, hey, what you thinking so far? And I remember we stopped like right after Something Underneath, and then I was like, yeah, this one's a little less noisy than their last ones. And then we go into Make Them Dead, which is like probably the most noisy one on the album. Like, it just opens up and goes ah, yeah. Like, oh, okay, whoa, like the whole song. It's a cool song, honestly, but yeah.
Yeah.
But
what song would you have picked if it wasn't that one?
I was going between either that. I was kind of thinking Make Them Dead or Something Underneath to get just like the actual spookiness in there. Also, I was looking at There Existed, and I was thinking of doing either Run For Your Life, which has like one of the coolest clipping beats ever. I think it's one of the ones that actually intrigued you when I described it. It's like, it sounds like he's walking down the street and like you can hear, like he's just rapping to himself or whatever, but you can hear like cars passing with the beat playing or whatever, and he's like in time with it. It's one of the coolest production things I've ever fucking seen. Yeah. But it's not really spooky as much as it's cool. And then Story 7 is a little out there, but it has some really fucking sick like time signatures, and it's like, oh, that track's insane. Not quite as insane as Story 2, but it's another good one. Right. But yeah, those would have been the other ones probably.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
I like that one. And I was looking at when you said that song was about Candyman. I was looking for the soundtrack to the Candyman movie, and I was like, because you were like, it should be on there, like if it isn't, and I was like, yeah, it should be. And then I was looking at it multiple times, like as it was like, because they didn't release it beforehand, and I was like, and they should put this in here, and I was like, no, they didn't. So
which is also weird. Didn't you say Jordan Peele was attached to that?
Yeah, he produced it, I think.
Yeah, that seems like something that he would know about, honestly.
Yeah, even Dobby Diggs would probably get along.
Oh, I'm sure they would. So they're kind of similar, honestly.
Yeah.
Just one's a, artist and one, or not artist. One's a director and one's a whatever performer, I guess. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
But
sick.
Yeah. So
where are we at right now?
Well, it was 46 for that, and then there was 2 minutes for the other one, so 48. So now we're at like 53.
53. Okay, we can
something like that.
We can talk for a few more minutes.
If we must, we gotta talk to you.
Since it's the Halloween episode, what were some of your favorite costumes that you wore as a kid?
Well, an infamous one in my past is for a little... Actually, no, it was probably for all of Halloween. I went as Ron Weasley from Harry Potter. And my brother was Harry Potter, and one of my cousins was Hermione. I don't know what my other cousin did. I think she probably felt left out that year. But that was an infamous one. Oh, do you have the picture?
I don't have your picture.
Oh,
no.
thank God. I thought you were going to pull it up. I was like, Jesus. Yeah, there's a picture of that I kind of got made fun of a little bit for. Oh, I thought it was a picture of me coming up.
No.
I was like, are you lying to me?
No.
There's that. But one that I actually did like a lot is I went as Indiana Jones one year.
Oh,
and that costume was actually like sick as hell. I remember liking the hat a lot, and like it came with like a little whip as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That is sick.
Yeah.
Only those two?
I mean, some of my favorites. Yeah, I mean, the other times I went as Darth Maul one time. I went as Blurryface in 2015.
Of course.
What did I do when I was really tiny? I went as Winnie the Pooh. I think.
Oh, that's cute.
I think there's pictures of that one around, or maybe I went as Eeyore. I don't know. Well, either me and my brother were Eeyore and Winnie the Pooh. And I don't remember who was who. I was probably Winnie the Pooh because I was like tiny.
Probably.
So.
Yeah. I know that it's not one of my favorites, but I went as Anakin from like the Clone Wars animated series.
Yeah.
And it was like one of those plastic masks that just goes over the front of your face.
That's what the Darth Maul one was too. It was very cheap.
Yeah. But I still felt pretty cool, and I had a lightsaber. I was like, ooh, I'm Anakin Skywalker. I had a little stint with dressing up as Ghostface from Scream in elementary school. But there was like one really cool one, like I think it was like 5th grade or 4th grade, where it was like Scarecrow, it was like Ghostface. It was like it had like hay and shit, and the mask looked like it was stitched like a Scarecrow's face, and like the gloves had like pointy fingers.
Yeah.
But that was a fun one. Another one that's not my favorite, but I felt really cool when I was younger. I went as Harry Potter, and
oh, so you're better than me.
Yeah.
Oh, that
obviously.
is a picture.
Yeah. I'm okay with showing this. Yeah, that was me. I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 years old. Buzz cut.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had the buzz cut then.
Lost teeth. Looking like a.
Oh, you can barely tell that you lost any teeth.
Looking like Sloth from Goonies. Yeah.
Oh my God, that was perfect timing, the way you transitioned. You've shown me that before, but I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was looking a little bit like Sloth.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, that was... I loved Harry Potter when I was a little kid. And dressing up as him and having those little round glasses felt cool. But God, I was looking rough.
Did you have actual glasses at that point?
No. I didn't get glasses till I was in 7th grade. So
gotcha.
My hair also didn't start going, down until 7th grade.
Yeah, I remember you had the buzz cut in 6th grade.
Yeah.
Every now and then I'd see pictures of like our first band concert, and I'm like, oh my God, we're all so tiny. And then I'd be like, oh yeah, Colin had that. Colin had the buzz cut.
Yeah,
and no glasses.
Yeah. And now I got a mop of hair. So
the opposite.
Yeah.
Now I got the short hair. Sort of.
Yeah.
It's shorter.
It's shorter. But yeah, Halloween was always great. What's your favorite Halloween candy, Mike?
Ooh. See, I normally wouldn't consider this a Halloween candy, but as I was looking into it and doing some research, apparently people only see this like around Halloween a lot of the time, so I guess it is. And I know we've talked about it before. You know those flavored Tootsie Rolls?
Oh yeah.
The blue ones, they're a vanilla Tootsie Roll.
So good.
That shit is next level. Like actually, that might be my favorite candy ever. I've had so many of those in my life, and it is delicious every single time.
Yeah.
Like it's like the chocolate ones aren't bad by any means. I'll happily eat them, but the vanilla is far superior. It is disgusting how amazing it is.
Yeah, it is so good. Yeah, I really only did see those around Halloween time.
Yeah, I didn't really associate it with it, but like when people were saying that, I was like, oh yeah, I guess so. I guess that's the only time I really see it.
And for a while, I kind of like shook my head at those because like those aren't real Tootsie Rolls, and then I tried it, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, and I thought it was gonna be like just berry flavor or something. No, it's vanilla, and that shit smacks.
There was also a lemon one that I really like.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Yeah, I got a little pack of those when we went to Cracker Barrel like a few weeks ago, and yeah, the lemon ones are pretty good too.
Yeah, I like those.
The other ones are all right, but
yeah. That's a good pick.
Mm-hmm.
I like, it's basic as fuck, but I like Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Those are a classic.
Mm-hmm.
I also really like 100 Grand bars, and I don't really see those other than Halloween time either. Yeah. they're kind of like a Crunch bar, but like it's only crunch on the outside, but on the inside it's like a ton of caramel.
Mm-hmm.
And shit's delicious. But I went to CVS yesterday to get like a makeup sponge for this. Yeah. And I saw like a regular candy bar size one. I was like, ooh. And so I picked those up. I was like, oh, so fucking good.
For sure.
But yeah.
You said 100 Grand, right?
Yeah, 100
Sorry,
grand.
I like sort of spaced out a little bit there. I'm very sorry. 100 Grands are really good. Yeah.
I like those a lot. Mm-hmm. Have you ever had a Take 5?
Yeah, those are great. That used to be in our little band candy thing that we would sell. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I have mostly had those. Yeah, no, what is it? It's like chocolate caramel, pretzel, and peanut butter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the pretzel and the peanut butter with the caramel. Oh my god.
It is a perfect combination
of flavors. Is. And they made a Reese's one recently. So good.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I really enjoyed?
Huh.
Is when you knocked on people's doors and they would hand out toothbrushes.
I never got that.
I don't know if it was a toothbrush. I'm trying to remember. I remember I got something sort of cosmetic like that one time. Like, just like, oh, let's get some candy. What the fuck?
Trick or treat.
Just like a tiny toothbrush or something like that. Like, okay, take care of yourself. Hygiene. It's like, fuck you. It's Halloween.
Burn the house down.
Let me destroy my teeth.
TP the house.
Yeah. We're taking revenge.
Yeah, I never liked getting those little bags of pretzels.
Oh, like the rose golds? Chip bags?
The ones that were like shaped like bats and stuff.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
like,
those kind of suck
like,
too.
Why? Why don't you just hand out candy? Pretzels aren't good for you either.
I feel like those pretzels would be more expensive too.
Yeah, you
just
think.
like a couple pieces of candy
right?
that you usually give.
Yeah, it's just like, come on, I want a fucking peanut butter cup or a Milky Way, but no, just pretzels, and I would never eat them. So
yeah, I'm trying to think of. I feel like there's something else I would like keep towards like the bottom of a bag and like make sure I save for later type
save
deal.
For later.
I know I definitely did that with those Tootsie Rolls, like in my last few years of trick or treating. Once I came to a realization.
Yeah, I would always.
Once my third eye was opened.
I would always save Sour Patch Kids. I love Sour Patch Kids.
I think I did that too. Those were good Halloween candy.
Yeah, especially
because they were different than everything else.
Yeah. Especially when they were like the little Frankenstein ones. Mm-hmm. Like there was purple in there. I was like, ooh.
Actually, I think a lot of those gummy stuff I would save, like, you know, gummy like hamburgers or some shit like that.
Yeah. You stop seeing those after a while.
That's true.
You used to get them a lot back in the early 2000s when SpongeBob was huge, and they were like the Krabby Patties.
Yeah.
But then they kind of disappeared. That's sad.
I once had someone describe my gigantic earlobes as Krabby Patties.
What?
Because of like it's kind of similar to those gummies. Yeah, I have really big earlobes. it's like a Krabby Patty.
You should get a gauge.
I probably could if I really wanted to, but yeah, I'll get a gauge with this outfit. I'll come home, my parents will be like, "Who the fuck are you?"
My mom.
Yo, what's up, mom? Yeah, you want a hit?
Oh, that's good shit. I had a tattoo.
Yeah, I got a tattoo. It's his mom.
Mom and dad. I love my family.
Yeah.
And Brian's on my ass.
Sorry,
sorry.
Doxing my own brother. For those of you who didn't catch that, he said my brother's name is on my own ass. So just revel in that.
Sorry.
But yeah. Got any other spooky topics?
Fuck.
I'm probably good on time if you know.
Probably, I know. Yeah. But yeah, I love Halloween.
Yeah.
And growing up in the Midwest, a lot of the Halloweens were cold, and you had to wear a fucking coat over your costume. That sucked. A couple of years ago, it snowed on Halloween.
Yeah, that was like, welcome to Illinois.
Yeah, exactly. It fucking blew, but yeah. But,
do you? Oh, actually, I have a question for you.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any like songs or music that you associate with Halloween that like you like listening to around the time? Because I know the clipping stuff is new and not necessarily. I mean, it's new for me too, but like.
Not necessarily. If anything, it's My Chemical Romance. Like
yeah, that fits the vibe.
Like the Black Parade is definitely my Halloween album if I have to pick one.
Yeah.
But yeah, just most of My Chemical Romance, it feels like fall to me. So
that makes sense. Very dead inside. Yeah.
Yeah, depressed. But like Blurryface is also like a Halloween kind of
I can see that.
sound for me. So yeah. I know that clip. Do you have anything other than the clipping?
No, not really. None I can think of on the spot. Blurryface is a good option.
Yeah. I forgot to do lights. Shit. Now we gotta record the
orange.
whole album over.
Yeah, that's true. You remember what you said? Yeah. All right, guys. We're dropping a mixtape next year. Broken Boys EP.
It's just the N.
It's just N. Yeah, we'll call it N. Isn't there a Roman numeral that's N? I don't know.
We just can't. We'll just take the NF logo and we'll get rid of like that little Fs, the little F parts.
Yeah.
Hope he doesn't mind.
I'm sure he won't.
All right. Well, I gotta get back to tour, and you gotta get back to making mediocre music.
Yeah, so. I got an album coming out soon. Right. You're gonna listen to it, right? So if you guys are listening on streaming services, come check us out on YouTube. Honestly, I had a lot of fun doing this episode. He's just gone. It's just the Mike show now. Mike is on the mic. But yeah, no, I've had a lot of fun recording this episode.
Wrap it up.
I'm trying. Had a lot of fun recording this episode. I think there's some great visual bits in here, and we've been doing that kind of frequently recently. So come check us out on YouTube. But thanks for the streaming support as well.
Of course.
Don't always have time to watch videos. I understand.
Right,
that. But yeah, if you want to check out more from us, you can check the links in the description. I have a link to my music page, Plaintive, as well as my album of the year review page. Colin has his review page on Instagram.
Which I need to post more on, but yeah, that's okay.
More on. And you look so hurt by that. It's like you just like broke your trust. We also have a link to the Twitter page. Chelsea to post more on. Yeah. I'm kidding.
Oh, fuck, did I not? No, I did.
I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't show up in my feed. I have a lot of Twitter feed.
It's okay. I only have 3 followers.
Hey, I'm one of them.
And so am I.
And yeah, we also have links to the Song of the Week playlists where you can find our individual songs as well as combined, and you can listen to, The Kids Are All Dying or Say the Name.
Yeah.
You can check them out. Yeah. You got anything else for us today, Blurryface?
I don't know. I just want to get this makeup off, so.
All right.
All right.
We'll see you later, mate.
That went Australian Ed Sheeran.
Can't.